All right, recording. It is 11:02, February 18th, day 18, night 18, 28 movies later. We got, we just got 10 more movies to go, and that's it. That's wild. We're blazing through this pretty fast. What the hell, man? I don't like time. Time goes by too fast. It should slow down. Someone should make it like a movie about it. But anyways, Re-Animator. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I think eccentric scientist from a different country probably should be a big red flag. Just saying. You know.
Man, if I had a nickel for just, I have been dying to say this.
What's on your mind?
Just because it's always, I love doing this. If I had a nickel for every time Jeffrey Combs went crazy involving a glowing green liquid substance, I have 2 nickels. Which is a lot, but I'm shocked it happened twice.
Shocked it happened twice. Man, you know what?
Wait.
Was there a third time?
Times.
What's the third time?
Yes, there was. Rat King.
Oh, shit, you're right! From 2012 TMNT! Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that until you mentioned it, man. Oh my goodness. What is it with Jeffrey Combs and green substances, man?
You should probably avoid doing that.
Yeah, you should.
At no point has it been shown to be a good thing.
No.
And only one of them managed to pull out okay.
Somewhat. To be fair, in that episode Transformers Prime, Megatron punched like a big ass hole in Ratchet's chest.
Yeah, but he got over his addiction.
He got over his addiction, that's true. So
he's currently Trailbreaker's sponsor.
Oh, that's true. but Jeffrey Combs here in this movie though, he's a eccentric scientist, green substance, who wants to reanimate the dead back to life. And he goes about, and he's very eccentric. I gotta say, very. So, no, this is a fun movie. It's a fun little like horror movie. Ooh, crazy scientist has a green liquid that can bring the dead back to life, and then he goes out of his way to manipulate other people to help him out. It's cool. I dig that. Gonna be honest, Jeffrey Combs really is like the most interesting part about this movie. Okay.
Yeah.
The whole plot point involving the other main character, right? I actually completely forgot his name already. But
Deep.
D. Yeah. So he's fine. I like his story with his girlfriend and stuff. That's fine and all that. But Jeffrey Combs really is just kind of stealing the spotlight. To be fair. That said, I'm not gonna lie though. The rest of the movie is it is what it is, but the one other thing that I just find really fun about this movie is where it gets a little silly. It's when it's when Dr. Hill just starts going all like Emperor Palpatine. It's he starts manipulating the dean of the medical school. And it's ooh, you will do. It's he might be going after your daughter. It's oh yeah, I know. I'm perfectly fine with him with my daughter. Are you sure about that? Oh well, now that you say it like that, damn, you got a point. And then he gets to control zombies with the power of laser brain surgery, which is funny. Also, when they end up kidnapping Megan, when they kidnap Megan, and she's strapped to the table, not gonna lie, that's kind of where the movie starts getting into I'm not gonna lie. This kind of feels like we're like, are we just watching softcore pornography at this point? You literally see them rip the clothes off the woman. And it's like, okay, boobies, sure. But then you see her bush. You see her bush just out in the open. It's like, I see, and then he goes ahead and starts licking at her all over the place. And it's like, yeah, I think at this point we're watching some weird ass softcore pornography. I'm not gonna lie. This is getting a little uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been this uncomfortable seeing like pretty much like a sex scene since like maybe like Nosferatu. Because man, that movie really made sex uncomfortable. But no, I was like that part gets a little weird. It's like I don't know what we're doing at this point. I think we're starting to lose the plot. But no, but like it's fun. Like this is just a fun, like cool, like zombie movie. I had a good time with it. Well, I was like, I so like this was apparently like like a story based off story by Lovecraft. Did Lovecraft have it that a guy with a disembodied head would just start licking a woman? What?
Like what? Well, no.
No.
Like Lovecraft had like different, like his own like different like neuroses, but yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know if Lovecraft wanted softcore pornography in his reanimating the dead story going on. But hey, I'm not Lovecraft. I don't know what went on in his mind. So, but no, it's just it's. Oh, go ahead. You can say something.
No, I was taking a drink.
Oh.
Tea.
Oh, okay. What kind of tea?
Oh, I was choking on my own spit there.
Black tea. Right. Black tea.
Yeah,
okay. All right. Ooh. But no, it's
a nice cold black tea.
That sounds nice. But like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have too much to say on Re-Animator. Like, it just, excuse me. Like, it's just kind of like a fun 80s horror movie. I do want to say something. I do want to, I guess, kind of note about Re-Animator is, like, this is like the 80s, right? So like, this is kind of, I feel like this is kind of like around the time. I could be completely wrong, guys, because like you could correct me. I'm stupid, right? Remember that, but like, you can kind of say like this is kind of around the time where like the idea of zombies starts becoming more, I guess, less about like like almost like spiritual. I guess maybe spiritual, but like a cult sort of thing, and more like now we're getting to like I guess somewhat of a science behind it. Like science can now explain why zombies are the way they are. Magic green goop liquid is able to reanimate the brain, and they're able to come back to life. That's how we get zombies. It's just kind of interesting to see how zombies become like the explanation for zombies becomes more like about like like some kind of I guess scientific explanation. We're leaning a bit toward starting to lean away towards the they're just dead bodies coming back. I guess you could also argue like this is kind of somewhat of a scientific explanation was like still something like going on even back then, like again like with like the original Dawn of the Dead, like this was it maybe it was space radiation, who knows. But like it's just kind of funny. We're in kind of like I guess any scientific explanation behind zombies kind of goes from like some like almost like a magical explanation, like space radiation just brings them back, to like green goop can just, reanimate the brain, and then eventually we're gonna get like, oh, it's a virus. It's like an infection, that could just spread. So it's just kind of fun to see how the explanation for zombies evolves over time, I guess. And so, but yeah, but overall, again, Re-Animator. It's a fun little '80s zombie movie. I think you have a fun time. It's just again, the once they start strapping the Megan down on the tables, I think we're kind of getting into a little bit more softcore pornography territory here. Just saying. So, but yeah, I don't know. That's kind of all I gotta say. You guys got anything you want to say about Re-Animator?
Ratchet, stay away from the synthetic air, John.
But imagine Ratchet is like, oh, I was like, I killed the cat. I was like, what? No, what do you wanted to say? Cat dead. Details later.
Cat dead. Details later. Oh my goodness, that's great. Oh my gosh, you know what? Why didn't Ratchet just go all Re-Animator and Transformers Prime, man? Why didn't they do that? He could just he goes mad with like Dark Energon. That'd be fun. Actually, why did he just give the green substance to Megatron? He's already a drug addict. I, oh my goodness. But anyways, alright. So, real quick, tomorrow, double checking, watching Maggie! Alright! Is Arnie gonna make me cry, not?
We'll see.
We'll see. Alright.
In the years after the quake,
We'll see what
some of
Mr.
the
Schwarzenegger's got for us tomorrow.
Yep.
So look forward to that! I am the Arnold. Maggie, you gotta get. Oh, all right. Anyways, look forward to sad Arnold Schwarzenegger times tomorrow.